Like when you think of diet, when you think of the word diet, what comes to your mind? Yesterday I was thinking about this and I was laughing at myself. um, I was laughing at myself. I was like, the English word is tricky, both positive and negative. And if you grasp the concept of the words that are like spelling, every word is a spelling, but the English word is worse. Words are used as witchcraft. You can perform spells with it, and a lot of you have grown to know this. And in my mind, I was thinking about diet. It's a beautiful thing when you have this creative mindset to just look at things differently from the rest of so many people, how they look at it. But I definitely know that there are people that have actually came to understand this. So diet. According to what I realized is that the word diet is it is more like a duration of how long are you going to live your life, because everything that you consume is a diet. It is a diet. Everything that you're consuming, it is a diet. And they give it to us like that to because first of all, if you say die, you are enticing the word for you to die. It's more like we're calling each other that we have to die, and yet it doesn't even sound the same, diet, because if it has to, some words are not formidable the way they sound. They just different, and they express differently when they are written. And so diet is accustomed to whatever that is that you're consuming. According to it, it is the duration that tells you for how long you'll be able to live and survive in whatever that you have been consuming your whole entire life. So they just give it to us like these words. If you can look into them carefully, there's a lot you learn from them. But I guess what I'm saying is your diet is very important, because the aim, because I know that in other countries it doesn't matter if your diet is very healthy. We have come to learn and understand that so many food that has been given to so many people has toxins in it, even though it is healthy food, right? Your vegetables, they're no longer 100% organic, they're inorganic, right? So it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is that at some point it doesn't matter what diet you're having, and in different countries, whatever diet that you might be having, it's still toxic, and you will go through such sicknesses. I know that there are people that are having healthy diets, they're still having healthy issues. That happens. So whatever diet that you're consuming, you have to be well aware of how you can turn things around, because the word diet, you having that diet is for you to actually die through it. It's easy to can. It's one thing I would say, that never trust the government or the system when it comes to these things. And you want to have your own diet. I definitely know that there are people that are not in the rural areas, and they are unable to plant their own food, and yet again there are people in the rural areas, some don't do that. They want to go to your nearest store and continue buying food, and that needs to change. I personally don't think that poverty is real, but for the people that do not have land, they don't have a full access to health. You get what I'm saying? And I guess to ensure that everybody is healthy, and better sustained is for people to have their own land and to, you know, sow their own food and all of that. And but dietary, at some point, it doesn't matter if you're healthy, 100% healthy. I would suggest that having to, like, one of the best diet you can ever have for you to live very long is not eating so much, you know, and not eating so much, having to fast. I mean, like, when you're sleeping, you're fasting, right? But I'd like to look at it as when you're sleeping, you're into your meditative state. And me having to say this, I'm using this video to say that there are people that usually say that meditation is something that's very foreign because it is well known by an individual or specific group in this world or whatnot. That's not really the case. Meditation is a lifestyle, right? It's not something that is subject to a certain group of people. What happened is, because if I were to tell you the original basis of meditation, where it comes from, unfortunately it will create separation. But if I were to tell you is that when meditation was originated in Africa, it was taken away and given to the people that sought to think they deserve it, so that they can be able to control and manipulate the ones that originated it to be in a sense of will. And there's a backup system for you to be able to be divinely connected again, you know. So it will make sense that the people that they have seen first do it, it's their culture. Meditation is not a culture, it is a lifestyle. So when you're in a meditative, when you're sleeping, you become in a meditative state, both fasting at the same time. The difference is you are not consciously aware, but you are in your subconscious mind and doing it without knowing it. Now the difference when you become in this living and start doing it right now, you become consciously aware. So what I'm trying to say is, when you're sleeping, you're not exactly sleeping at all. You're not sleeping at all. You're in a meditative state and fasting at the same time. So meditation is a lifestyle. So one of the best dietary you can ever get for yourself is consuming nothing, but having to spend so much time in a meditative state without eating or consuming anything for the longest of hours, for you to be able to project the identity of who you are truly spiritually, in order for you to connect with the very important centers and energies, for you to be able to blossom this energy within and start to ascend and connecting with the electromagnetic field within, in order for you to actually expand this field inside and out and fulfill yourself. You know, especially when you attach the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, you can spend a whole entire day without having to eat anything because of you attaching the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. You know, there's a fluid that actually becomes active within your whole entire body as it merges with your thymus gland, in order for you to, you know, suppress the idea of you having to feel hungry. Automatically this takes you to the fifth dimension, you know, because in the fifth dimension nobody consumes anything. That's where now you activate your energy, being your energy body, you know, and the activation of it is so interesting, because when you're in the fifth dimension, your body is different, very tall, very big-headed. Remember at school you used to laugh at people that used to have big heads, and they were very, very smart, you know. That's what you're going to get when you become in the fifth dimension physically, you know. Yeah. So I don't know, I know I said a lot. I just wanted to make this video about diet, that be careful what you consume. Already it is a spell. The diet word is a spell against everybody, that whatsoever that you eat, you will diet. Just imagine dying time, D-I-E-T. They put it right there in front of you. They say that you will diet. It is a dying time for you, you know, diet. So you have to be careful what you're eating, know what you're eating, and don't die.